available to your speakers in 2017. Only on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
So we just took a break from recording some wrestling talking. Apparently it took like 40 minutes. And I was posting on Facebook, and I have the Nintendo Switch like on Facebook. I'm mad about the console, but it's how I get some news. And I just saw that there is a new amiibo 3-pack coming out. And I have to say, I'm not really on the amiibo bandwagon now, because I've already got like 45 of the fucking things. But one of my favorite ones is Shovel Knight, and I just saw it posted like 16 minutes ago, because it's like almost 2 in the morning, that they were releasing a 3-pack of Spectre Knight, Plague Knight, and King Knight amiibo packs. I am so hyped for this, just because I love anything Shovel Knight. Because fuck, Shovel Knight is great. If you haven't played Shovel Knight, whether it's you, Frankie, or you listeners, play Shovel Knight. You're doing yourself a disservice by ignoring that game. I'm hyped for this. And I haven't been hyped for an amiibo since like they came out like 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. Actually, probably since Shovel Knight was like, yo, we're getting our own independent amiibo. I was like, fuck, day 5. No, it's day 1. I didn't even think twice. And the fact you can use them without opening the package, I really hope that still translates to this 3-pack. Now, I don't know what they do, because it's literally just a picture saying the 3 new amiibos are coming, and that's it. I don't see a release date. I see nothing. Just an image, and that's it. So whatever they're going to do, I'm sure it's going to be great. But I just wanted to splurge about that and go like, yes, more Shovel Knight amiibo. That is fantastic. I love Shovel Knight because it's like a 16-bit platformer. You know what else is like 16-bit? Street Fighter 2. That's the best segue I can come up with, because Capcom is re-releasing new copies of Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo this year. We are recording this.
Let's set your Super Nintendo on fire!
We are recording this in 2017, and their little, I wouldn't say pre-order page, but their like post about it has a huge legal blurb of just mumbo jumbo saying Nintendo of America is not associated, Capcom and the company that's actually manufacturing these new cartridges take no liability if this bursts into flames. And they talk about the Super Nintendo as some super vintage gaming accessory that should never be used because it's so old. It's like, shut the fuck up. I sell Super Nintendos every week. They're super fine. They're not gonna just blow up because you put a fucking cartridge in. If you put in a cartridge in and it goes to like draw enough energy to blow up, the system will just die instead. I've never ever heard of a Super Nintendo combusting.
We should try. We should see if there's a way.
You can try. I'm not wasting my Super Nintendo like that. In fact, I'm not gonna let you waste a Super Nintendo like that. But back on the Street Fighter 2. So Capcom is releasing Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo again, which is pretty crazy. They're doing 5,500 units, so not a big batch, but 1,000 of them are going to be randomly colored Blanca glow-in-the-dark green. That's pretty cool. The other 4,500 copies are going to be like a deep Ryu red. It's a bit odd that they called it like Ryu red. There's like another word to describe the redness, but it's like that's just like his headband. Ryu wears white. Ken wears red. But whatever, it's what they called it.
Ken red.
Yeah, like, hey, I main Ken. I'd be cool with that. I've seen some other people make videos about this and the comments on it, and most people are like, that's a cool concept. It's $100 fucking US though, and you pay for shipping. Street Fighter 2 sells for $30. Now it does come like in a new box with some like instruction manual and all that. So okay, so a complete unboxed Street Fighter 2 is like $60. Now that's Canadian, so like American, it would be like 45, maybe at most $50 if it's pristine. So they're asking for double that plus shipping for a reproduction cartridge that will apparently blow up your Super Nintendo. Fuck that. Would you want to buy a red or maybe even green Super Nintendo or Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo for $100 US?
Nah, I'm good. I'm not a Street Fighter fan.
Okay, I guess that's an extra deterrent for you.
Like, maybe if it was, I don't know, fucking Last of Us remade for the Super Nintendo. Sure, I'll do it.
Okay, that's out there.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think how they would play
People
it like
are
that.
probably face palming their desks right now. It's so good.
Okay, so...
Oh, okay, a better game. Fire Pro Wrestling World for the Super Nintendo.
That'd be more believable because the whole 16-bit nature, and they already have a couple games on the Super that we never got, so that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But the other piece of gaming news that I wanted to talk about is we're going to backtrack over to the Shovel Knight topic that I talked about earlier, because obviously Shovel Knight is on the Switch. Eventually we'll get a physical copy. I don't know when, but the amiibo is also, you could use on the Switch. The Switch got a new game announced at Gamescom, but I think it was also for PAX East or PAX West. Another like
PAX North, PAX South.
Oh fucking no.
PAX up, PAX down.
Anyway, we were looking at like Gamescom stuff, and this popped up in my little research that No More Heroes 3 was announced, and it's called Travis Strikes Back or Strikes Again. Travis Strikes Again. No More Heroes, and why this meant a lot to me was because Suda51 is doing it. He didn't do the sequel. He was like, hey, you want to do a sequel? That's fine. He owns the company, like Grasshopper. They did it. It's just kind of like, he still had some say here and there, but he didn't make it. He's directing this game. And, like, honestly, I do prefer No More Heroes 2 to 1, but they're both just so out there. And, like, what the Switch needs is that just shot of flavor. Not to say that, like, its current offerings are bad, but No More Heroes is so fucking out there with its flavor, with its characters, just the presentation of it. The game is unique and looks like and plays like nothing else. It's got a humor of its own. It's super juvenile. It's like so anti-Nintendo with how appropriate the game is. It's like making dick and fart jokes just to make dick and fart jokes. But it's backed up by like super great gameplay, and I want to have a Switch to play this game. This is the first game that I've seen for the Switch that's like, fuck, I want a Switch for this game. Not even Super Mario Odyssey has me 100% on its bandwagon of like, I want a Switch to play this. I'm sure I'll enjoy it, but I want a Switch to play Travis Strikes Again because I never thought we'd get a third No More Heroes game. The second one didn't do that well. And then they did a remaster of the first one on PlayStation 3. It's like Deadly Paradise or something was the subtitle. I can't remember. But it didn't do well either. So like, fuck. Rest in peace. No More Heroes. Nah, man. We're getting a third fucking game out of nowhere. On the Switch. I'm game. I have to buy a Switch. Have you ever played No More Heroes? What's your take? You're missing out. You get to like pet a cat and rub its belly. It's fantastic.
Okay, I'm buying it.
Yeah, like that alone. And
Pet
like, Simulator,
I'm fucking down.
and you use weapon into katana, but it's a laser katana. It's got like a laser.
I don't need my cat anymore, man.
And
this is this
when your battery runs out, so like sometimes your sword will just like it won't work. It'll just like a lightsaber go. Pew! Do you know how you fix your lightsaber?
How?
You got to jerk the handle. So you take your remote and you jerk off. You stand up and you jerk off in your living room. In front of your mother, in front of your cat, whatever, you just jerk it. And then it recharges it, and it just explodes up to full power. Just, full power, laser katana, you're good to go. And you're like, oh yeah, that's fucking great. Juvenile as fuck, but smart and witty. It's good. And the Switch needs this. We have so many cool little games no one's ever heard of that are like super mature and well written, but juvenile as fuck as well. It rides that line. Man, if Mad World 2 gets announced for the Switch, I have to buy a Switch. I haven't bought one yet, but like Mad World 2, I'd buy a Switch for that.
Okay.
That was it. That was all. Oh, no. I lied, listeners. I have one more piece of gaming news I have to talk about, and I'm going to end on a downer. I should have opened with this. Fuck. I apologize.
Just exit. Just close the video now.
The Miiverse is shutting down on November 8th. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, fuck Miiverse. Oh, fuck you. That's what I say to that. What I love about Miiverse is how they incorporated Miiverse into games, into Splatoon, Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart 8, and a bunch of other titles, Super Mario 3D World, some others I can't think of off the top of my head, but how like the community could affect the game by inputting stuff. Sometimes it would just be like, "Go Luigi, go," and sometimes it would be like a dick jerking off on Peach's chest. Fucking weird. That would appear on like the Miiverse stage because sometimes stuff gets through, and then it posts up, and you're like, "That's inappropriate. This game's rated E." But what I love about Miiverse is, for me, it's the perfect like social addition to a game. I hate the idea that the PlayStation 4 has a share button, because it's like, that has nothing to do with the fucking game. That has something to do with external services. Fuck you, you're a video game console. I bought you to play fucking games. I get people buy consoles for other reasons. It's, I want to watch movies, I want to watch Twitch, or you. Fuck that. It's a game console. It should be a fucking game console. It should be sold for its games. That's my old school, old man mentality. I hate it. But the Miiverse is different, because it is that social aspect. But it's not just taking you away from the game. It's helping you learn about the game, whether if you're stuck on a level or whatever. But it's also, again, like I said, Nintendo brings it out of the game to the Miiverse and brings in Miiverse back into the game. It is a circle. Rather than just streaming it to Twitch so that people that aren't even playing the fucking game can watch you play the fucking game, and then you'd have to stop playing the fucking game to read their words, to respond. I don't like it.
So you have multiple monitors.
I don't fucking... No, because even if you're going to type back to like a specific person, you still have to like look away from the game to read whatever the chat thingy says.
I
don't like that.
It's usually like when you're taking a break or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but then you're not interacting with your fans. You're sitting there playing a game, and they're watching you play a game. And if you're dying in the same section or whatever, it's kind of like they're just watching you die in the same section. Like, I like reviews. That's why I don't like watching people stream. I don't like it.
I'm not a big fan of it either.
But anyway, that's why I love the Miiverse. It incorporates it back, makes it a perfect circle, and now that perfect circle is dying. And I kind of knew this was coming when there was no Miiverse support for the Switch. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. 3DS is going strong, so I don't know what they're going to do with that. But I'm actually sad. Do I use the Miiverse? Not really anymore, but knowing it's there. Oh, and Super Mario Maker. It was huge for that, because every time you'd make a level, you'd post it. And you could follow creators. So every time you logged into Miiverse, it would be like, yo, this creator's made like new levels. Just click on this.
I feel like that's going to destroy Mario Maker.
Super Mario Maker. And Super Mario Maker is... I still love that. I'll still play that every now and then. I'll wake up and I'll be like, I want to build this level. And I'll just build that level. Super Mario Maker is my Minecraft. I finally connected it. You have to watch an earlier episode to get this, but I'm not going to spoil anything. But Super Mario Maker is super my Minecraft because it focuses me into doing something. And anyway, I have to end on a downer. Do you have any experience with the Miiverse at all, or do you not care?
Just inappropriate messages.
You don't fucking care.
Okay.
You could say it. Say it like, my name is Frankie, I don't care.
My name is Francesco Falvo, and I do not give a fuck about Miiverse.
I'm sorry to end on a downer, folks. That's now Frankie's fault we're ending on a downer here. It's sad that Miiverse is closing. It's even sadder. Sadder? Fuck. It's even sadder.
Saturn?
It's even sadder that you don't give a fuck.